Alright. Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Saturn, Taru here. And today we're going to talk about, me being the sailor fighter of end and death. Now, a lot of folks out there might wonder, why am I the sailor soldier? Why am I the sailor soldier of, end and Newbirth? Because they say that I have the might to either end a world or start it over again. Well, keep in mind, God has that might. But that's why everybody was frightened of me and Sailor Moon Super or Sailor Moon Over, you know. And it also wasn't the truth that it wasn't only me me being Sailor Saturn or Sailor Ringworld. It was also being Lady Nine, a fiend, or more like an outsider, who also happened to be in my body around the same time. So I only became Sailor Saturn or Sailor Ringworld after Lady Nine was beat. And I also went to stop, overlaying King Nine, So, anyway, and then God and Jesus ended up making me start my life over again. And that's when we go into Sailor Stars, the last, saga, of Sailor Moon. Both the first run and also the two different run of it both end with 5 followings. At the end of the day, it said the grounds to what it says that Madness, who also had taken over Sailor Galaxia, also brought Queen Helena back from Sailor Moon Super S or Sailor Moon Over S. And they say the only grounds to why that was done was to wake me up. So, yeah. So I was the sailor fighter that a lot of the other sailor fighters feared. Well, the elders feared me because they thought that I would bring the end to the world. And in their mind, they felt that the only way to deal with me was to have me killed. I am not making that up. That is that's what the inners believed. No, my mistake. That is what the elders believed. The elder worlds. That's what the elder sailor fighters believed, that I was so harmful to the world that I had to be, put to death. Where the inner sailor fighters, their belief was that I was a sailor fighter like them. I couldn't help it, what was going on with me, and there was other ways that I could be dealt with. That was the belief going on there. Now, a lot of folks might say that I am the strongest of all the inner and outer sailor fighters, and maybe even sailor fighters from other worlds, like the Sailor Starlights. Well, that's hard to say. Yes, I do got 2 strikes, which are, if anyone ever read the books or ever saw the first take, and also the first run and the 2 different run of Sailor Moon, they also know that that is true, but it's hard to say if I am truly the strongest or not. Yes, the elders always tend to be a little more stronger than the inners, having 1 strike, where I am up having 2 strikes. One called the Silent Glaze Surprise, or the Husk Knife, strike, and Silent Wall or Hush Wall, which are my 2 strikes. And folks say that I am stronger than the other sailor fighters, both the inners and the outers. But there'd never really be seen to be any truth to back that one up or not. And a lot of folks are like, Ataru, weren't you? You're the only one that kept your Danish borrowed name. Yeah, that's right. My name didn't shift. Cloverweight kept my name, So if you watched it with Toei with words written, or you watched it with Viz, or you watched it with Cloverweight, you would have known, or Pioneer, Pathseeker, you would have known that my name is the same and all takes. So you can't say I was one of the ones that did not have their name shifted. Well, I know you're going to say, oh, Sailor Mars Ray, yeah, Red World, yeah. I mean, she kept her name, but they shifted the spelling. But I was the one that, kept my name the same, and the spelling was kept the same too. So, anyway, not just me, talking about being the keeper of End and Newbirth. I know that's weird, for me, being that, And some folks might ask, why my clothing or sailor wear is not the same as the inner and the outers. I don't know. I'm just not the same. I just don't have the same clothing that they wear. I mean, yeah. So anyway, that's all the time I have to talk about today. If you like this film, then follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made yesterday over here, where Sailor Neptune, or Sailor Sea World, if that would be the English word for it. Michelle talked about General Agnon, or Main Agnon, dying. I, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld, Ataru, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.